Hello yogis, namaste. Welcome back to Yoga Hideout. Today's class is going to be a little bit more chill than usual. So if you're looking for something a little slower or something a little bit more restorative, you're going to enjoy this one. All right. We're going to start off in our hero pose. So you're going to sit onto your heels. Just relax here. Yeah, you can curl the toes under if you want to, or you can just keep the toes flat. And then just bring your hands on top of your thighs. You're completely relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Your spine is relaxed. Very gently close down the eyes. We take a couple of breaths here just to get centered before we start moving today. 5 deep breaths in and out through the nose, allowing the breaths to be full, allowing the breaths to deepen with every round. Also take notice of how the breath works within the body. If your inhales are creating expansion, how does the expansion feel like? Does it feel like it's coming to the front, or is it expanding to the sides? And then on your exhales, notice the parts of the body that are sinking a little bit down towards the mat. And just 3 more breaths here, slow and steady breaths. Nothing else to do except to be present on your mat today. And we've got the last 2 breaths here. If you can, maybe extend the breaths a little bit more than usual. And let's take your one last deep breath here. Now keeping your eyes closed, let's start with a couple of neck circles just to release any tension through your neck. Let's start by going to the right, circle the head to the right. Circle the head back. Let's take the head to the left. And come back to center. Do 2 more rounds on the same side. So take your time here. If you found any spot that's a little tender, feel free to linger for a little bit. One last circle. And then slowly find your way back to center. Let's switch sides. So now we go to the left. Again here, if you found any sensitive spots, take your time, no rush. 2 more rounds to the left. Now let's come into your last round here. Take your time, coming back into center. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. Feel the length along the back of your neck. Stay here. 2 more breaths. One last deep breath. And start to blink your eyes open. Now from here, bring your hands towards your back. Interlace the fingers. On an inhale, you're pressing the heels of the palms together and lifting the chest. Maybe draw the hands away from the back. Exhale, you're going to take a fold forward. Doesn't matter if your forehead doesn't touch all the way down. You're just going to feel the hands stretching up and overhead. Let's stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Use the strength of your arms. Pull the body all the way back up. Now keep your hands interlaced behind you. You're going to just transfer both the hands over to the left side of the waist. Draw the left elbow inwards to the side of the body. Okay, now from here, you're going to tilt the head to the left. Feeling the stretch along that right side of your neck, right side of your shoulder. Stay here. You can close your eyes if it feels good. For 3, for 2, for 1. Release the head. Release the hands back to the lower back. And now we switch sides. Both hands are going to go to the right side of the waist. Pull the right elbow back. And now from here, we tilt the head to the right. Stretching out the left side of the neck, left side of the shoulder. Staying for 3, for 2, for 1, come back to center, hands to the back again. Now from here, release your hands forward. We come up into your tabletop position. Adjust your knees, adjust your palms, spread out your fingers. Make sure your knuckles are gripping the mat. Keep your toes curled under. Just a few rounds of cat-cow here to open up the spine. On an inhale, you're going to drop the belly, lift the chest, open up your gaze. Exhale, the belly scoops in first. So always start from the center as you round the back. Press down through your hands, look down here. Just 4 more. Inhale to open and arch. Exhale, belly draws in. Scoop the tailbone under. 3 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding. Last 2 breaths, move slow. Inhale, create the arch. Open up your gaze. Exhale, draw the belly in, hollow out the front of the body, look down. One more time, inhale into your cow. Exhale, press into your cat, and let's hold your cat for 3. Shoulders are still away from your ears for 2. For 1, keep your toes curled if they're not. Lift the knees off the mat, send the hips up into your first downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, adjust your hands. Your palms can come a little wider than your shoulders. If you're feeling a little tightness in your shoulders here, let's walk the dog, bending the knees one at a time. Any movement that feels good here, feel free to take it. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Checking in that your upper body is pressing down firmly and strong. Sending the energy upwards towards your hips. 1 more breath here. And when you're ready, let's find stillness in your down dog. Your knees can be bent, yeah? Feel free to bend the knees. Or if a straight leg down dog is in your practice, go ahead. Keeping that back nice and flat. Keeping your palms pressing down firmly. Shoulders away from your ears. Just 2 more breaths in your first downward facing dog. 1 last deep breath here. When you're ready, let's look forward between the hands. You can bend the knees. Walk your way to the top of your mat. Small steps. No rush at all. Propping up on fingertips if you need to. Come all the way to the top. Into your halfway lift. Hands can come up to the shins here. Inhale. Exhale, take your forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees. Let's roll up really slow, coming up to stand. Hands up overhead, palms to touch. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Okay, just 2 rounds of sun salutation to warm up the body here. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, take your forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, find your way into plank, step back. Let's maintain plank for 2 full breaths, pressing down into your palms. You press the floor away from you. 1 more breath, stay here. When you're ready, release your knees down, chest and chin down, exhale. Cobra pose, inhale. Back into downward facing dog, exhale. 3 slow breaths. Allow your breaths to be full. Breath of 2. 1 last deep breath. Look forward between the hands. Let's step your right leg forward first. And then your left leg will follow. Come to the top of your mat. Straight into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, take your fold. Soften the knees, rolling up to stand. Hands up overhead. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, take your forward fold. You can soft bend in your knees, yeah, in your forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank, exhale, step your way back. 2 breaths again. Press down firmly. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. When you're ready, exhale to drop your knees, chest and chin. Cobra, gliding forward, inhale. Back into your downward facing dog, exhale. Let's take 3 breaths here. Always checking in with the body. Are there any parts that are holding tension? Breath of 2. 1 last deep breath here. Look forward. This time your left leg steps forward first. Right leg to follow. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, rolling up to stand. Hands up overhead. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Coming into your chair pose from here. Bending into your knees. Reach your hands next to your ears. Now just spot your toes from here. If you can't see your toes, you're going to have to send your hips back a little bit. Let's stay here and imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs. Let's stay for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, you're going to come up to stand, bringing your left knee into your chest. You're flexing into your left foot. Staying for 3, For 2. For 1, send your left leg back into your high lunge. Let's stay here. For 3. For 2. For 1, release the left knee down. Release your left toes. We're in crescent moon now. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more breaths, sinking into your hips, forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last inhale. Exhale. From here, twist the upper body to the right. You're going to bring your right hand to hold the back of your left thigh. Stay here. Now you can reach your left hand up and overhead, creating a bit of a back bend and still in your twist. For 3. For 2. For 1, from here, bring your left palm down next to your right foot. Right hand is going to press against your right thigh. You can inch your right foot out, maybe even outside of your mat. And then peel the big toe side of the foot off the mat. As you press into the thigh here, open up the hips, maybe take a twist, look over your shoulder. Staying for 3. For 2. For 1, look forward, release your right palm down to the mat. Now close your right hip, so you're not opening into the right hip anymore. Now both hands are going to walk towards the left corner of your mat. You can stay on your palms, maybe come down to your elbows, going a little deep here. So you're feeling it into your legs, also feeling it into your spine with this twist, and also your elbows. Your shoulders stay here. For 3. For 2. For 1, slowly push back up into your palms. So come back up. From here, tuck into your back toes. Yeah, so left toes curled under. You're going to slide your left toes to the right. Okay, so your left toes are going to slide out to the right. From here, upper body is going to crawl to the back of the mat, all the way to the back, until your left palm is at the back of your mat. Ground down through your right foot. Take your right hand up and overhead, opening up that right side of the body here. Nice long stretch. Let's stay for 3. For 2. For 1, look down towards your mat. Top hand is going to come down to meet the bottom hand. From here, let's crawl our way back to the top of your mat, coming into half splits. Okay, so come back to the front. Angle your left toes back towards the back of the mat. Right leg is straight. Yeah, right leg straight. Toes are flexed up. Fingertips cupping the mat here. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Keep the toes flexed up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold. 1 more inhale. Exhale, fold, and let's stay here. For 3. For 2. For 1, lift the head up. Bend into your front knee. Step the foot down. Press your palms down onto the mat. You're going to lift the back knee off the mat. Step your right leg back. Plank pose. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, release your knees down, chest and chin down. Cobra pose. Inhale. Make your way back. Downward facing dog. Exhale, 3 breaths. Breath of 1, you can adjust your hands, adjust your feet in your down dog. Breath of 2. 1 last deep breath here. Look forward. Let's bring your right foot forward. Left foot forward. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now let's come back up into chair pose. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up by the side of your ears. Sit back into your hips. Let's stay for 3. For 2. For 1, we're going to come up to stand. Right knee gets up into the chest. Flex your right foot. Staying for 3. For 2. For 1, step your right leg back into high lunge. Stay here. For 3. For 2. For 1, release the right knee down. Release your right toes. Crescent moon for 3 breaths, sinking down into the hips. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. 1 last deep breath. Let's twist the upper body to the left. Bring your left hand down the back of your right thigh. Open up into a mini back bend. Maybe that right hand can come up overhead a little bit more. Staying here for 3, for 2, for 1. Now from here, bring your right palm down to the mat next to your left foot. Left hand is going to press against the left thigh. Inch the left foot out. Yeah, you can even come out of the mat. Peel the big toe side of the foot off the mat. All right, opening up through that left hip. Take a twist. Maybe look over your shoulders. Stay here. For 3, for 2, for 1, look forward. Bring your left palm down onto the mat. Close that left hip so you're not opening up that hip anymore, yeah? From here, both hands are going to walk to the right corner of your mat. You can stay on your palms or you can come down to your elbows here. Your choice. Stay for a moment. For 3, for 2, for 1. If you're down onto your elbows, come back up onto your palms. Start to curl your back toes under. So right toes curled under. Slide the toes out to the left. Okay? So the right toes want to turn out to the left. Let's crawl our way back to the back of the mat again. So both hands walk all the way to the back until your right palm is towards the back of your mat. Ground your left foot down. And then rainbow your left hand up and overhead, taking a left side body stretch here. Staying for 3. Open up the chest, don't collapse. For 2, for 1, look down towards your bottom hand. The top hand is going to come down, maybe tap the bottom hand. From here, crawl your way back to the front into your half splits. So bring your right toes towards the back again. Front leg straight, front toes are flexed up to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, folding down. 1 more time, inhale, exhale, fold, stay here, keep your toes active, yeah, toes are always flexing up towards the ceiling. For 3, for 2, for 1, lift the head, re-bend the front knee, step the foot down, ground your palms here to frame your left foot, pick up your back knee, step back into your plank, inhale into your plank, exhale, release your knees, chest, chin down. Cobra pose, in. Find your way back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, 3 deep breaths. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. 1 last breath. Look forward. Let's bring our left foot forward first. Right foot to follow. Come to the top. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time, inhale, exhale to fold. Soften the knees, roll up, take your time coming up to stand. Hands up overhead, inhale, hands to your heart, exhale. Okay, let's come back into the chair pose again. Moving on to the second flow. Bend the knees, hands next to your ears, sit back into your chair, stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, interlace your hands at your back. Press the heels of the palms together. Slight lift of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold on top of our thighs. You can keep your knees bent here. Drawing the palms overhead. Make sure you're pressing the palms together. You can slowly work towards straightening the legs if it's accessible to you. Keeping the belly touching the thighs at all times. For 3. For 2. For 1, from here, just take a halfway lift with the upper body. Can you step your left leg back? Ground the left heel down. We're going to fold into your humble warrior. On the inside of your right knee, you're still drawing your palms overhead, pressing down firmly into your back foot. Stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift the head just slightly. Gonna release the interlace. Crawl your fingers towards that top left corner of your mat. Walk it out. Take your fold. You can stay in your fingertips or you can press your palms down. Completely up to you. Relax the head, relax the neck. Stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, bring the hands back in. Now we're going to go to the back of the mat into your Skandasana side lunge. Bending into your left knee, right leg straight. Use your hands onto your mat if you need the support. If you're okay here, bring your hands to your heart. Lift the chest, right toes flexed. Let's stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Now the same pose, but we're going to shift it to the front of the mat. So lift the hips. You can use your hands or not. This time, right knee bend, left leg straight, toes are flexed. Let's stay for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, simple twist. Drop your left palm down. You're going to pick up your back heel, lift your right hand up to the ceiling. Gaze follows your right finger, staying here for 3, for 2, for 1. Now keep the gaze towards the right. We're going to move into your side plank from here. So you ground down through the outer edge of your back foot, right toes either to the middle of the mat, or you can stack. Option to tip back, take your wow thing, open up the chest. Whichever option you're at, stay for 3, for 2, for 1. Look down, come back into plank with control. Take your time. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose, inhale. Find your way back into your downward facing dog, exhale. 3 deep breaths. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. 1 last breath here. Feel free to sigh it out. Let it go. Look forward. Right foot steps forward. Left leg to follow. Come to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale forward fold. Come back up into chair pose from here. Reach your hands next to your ears. Bending into your knees. Hips are going back. Staying for 3. For 2, for 1, let's interlace the hands at the back again. Draw the palms together, small lift in the chest, inhale. Exhale, we fold over our thighs here, drawing the hands overhead even more. Staying for 3, keeping that connection between your belly and your thighs if possible. For 2, for 1, let's take a halfway lift. Bend into the knees if you need to. Let's step your right leg back. Press your right heel down. We take humble warrior from here, folding the body down on the inside of the left knee. You're going to bring your hands up overhead, feeling the opening through that left hip while you're grounding down through your right back foot. Staying here for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift the upper body up slightly, release the interlace. Your hands are going to crawl out to the top right corner of your mat. Fold your head down again. Walk your fingers out as far as you can. Either stay in your fingertips or ground your palms wherever you are. Staying here, relax your head, relax your neck for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, bring the hands in, close to you. Let's go into Skandasana, back of the mat, side lunge. Right knee bend, left leg straight. So either use your hands on the mat for support or bring your hands to your heart. Staying here for 3. Keep the chest open. For 2. For 1. Now same pose, top of the mat. Use your hands or not. Let's switch. Now left knee bend, right leg straight. Flex the right toes up to the ceiling. Let's stay here. For 3. For 2, lift the chest. For 1, we're at the top of the mat, coming into simple twist. Right palm comes down, top of the mat. Pick up your back heel, left hand goes up. Staying for 3. For 2. For 1, keep the twist towards the left. Work into side plank or wow thing here. Ground down through the outer edge of your back foot. Left toes, option 1, middle of the mat. Option 2, bring it to stack. Option 3, tip it back into your back bend. Wow thing. For 3, for 2, for 1, look down, plank pose with control. Take your time here. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, bring the knees, chest, chin down. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, 3 breaths. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. Take one more deep breath here. Look forward, left foot steps forward, right foot follows, come to the top, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, exhale, take your forward fold. Bending the knees, rolling up to stand, take your time here. Reach the hands up, inhale, hands to your heart, exhale. Okay, last one, short flow. Take your chair pose, sit your hips back. Let's take 3 breaths. Breath of 1, breath of 2. One last deep breath here. Now from here, just take a forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Stepping back into your downward facing dog, exhale. Just 2 breaths here. Breath of 1, breath of 2. Let's send your right leg up to the ceiling. Come into a 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, scorpion tail, bending the knee. Send the right knee up to the ceiling. Press the right foot close to the left glute. Stay here for 3. For 2. For 1, look forward. Let's step the foot outside of your right palm, lizard pose. Lower your back knee down. Release the toes. Keep the chest lifted. Staying here for 3. For 2. For 1, you can stay in your palms or option to come down into your elbows. Yeah, if this is accessible, you can also place blocks underneath your elbows just to give you a bit of height. Let's stay here for 3. For 2. For 1, slowly press back up onto your palms. Lift the back knee off the mat. And then slowly press down into your hands. You're doming the back a little bit, yeah? Finding a rounded back. Lift the right foot. Bring the right knee to your right tricep. Staying for 3. For 2. For 1, pigeon pose. Bring the right shin down behind your wrists. Slide the left leg back. Release the left toes. Let's stay upright first. You can cup the fingertips if it's okay. Inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your fingers forward. Make sure your hips are squared here. You're not leaning over to the right. Inhale. Exhale. At any point you can stop or continue walking the fingers forward. You might even bring your elbows down already at this point. Stay here. This is another option. Inhale. Exhale, maybe come down onto your forehead so your fingers reach all the way forward. Relax. Whichever option you're at, we're staying for 5 deep breaths. Allowing the breaths to release any tension. You should be feeling it into your right glutes and your left hip flexors. Make sure you're not leaning over to any side. Your left hip wants to square down onto the mat. 3 more breaths here. Last 2 breaths. And take 1 more breath here. Now, if you're all the way down or on your elbows, slowly come back up, meeting back on your palms. Press down firmly into your palms. Tuck into your back toes. Lift the back knee. From here, fall in triangle. You're going to slide that right leg out to the left. Press your back heel down. Yeah, and then circle your left hand up, maybe overhead. Okay, there's an element of twist. There's an element of back bend here. Staying for 3. For 2. For 1, look down. Bring your left palm down. Step back into your plank. Right leg back. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Cobra pose. Inhale. Find your way back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, 3 breaths. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. Keep your breaths long. If you need to, sigh it out. Go ahead. 1 last breath here. Let's switch sides. When you're ready, take your left leg up into 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend and open up that left hip, sending the knee high up to the ceiling as you press the left foot towards that right glute. Stay for 3. For 2. For 1, look forward, come into your lizard, step outside of the left palm. Scoot the right leg back, release the knee down, release the toes. Stay here for a moment with the chest lifted. Squeezing that left knee into the left shoulder for 3. For 2. For 1, you can stay here, right? Or you can come down onto your elbows, completely up to you. So this goes a little deeper. If it gets too much, you can even prop your elbows up onto a block or onto 2 blocks. Let's stay here. For 3. For 2. For 1, if you're down onto your elbows, press back up onto your palms. When you're ready, tucking into your back toes, lift the back knee off the mat, start pressing down, rounding the back so that left foot becomes light. You can connect your left knee to your left tricep, lift the foot. Stay here, work the core. 3, 2, 1, pigeon pose, left shin down behind the wrists, slide the right leg back, release everything. Now checking that you're not leaning over to the left this time, right hip wants to square. You can stay on your fingertips here, inhale. Exhale, crawl the fingers forward. At any point you can stop. Inhale. Exhale, maybe elbows can come down. Inhale. Exhale, maybe forehead down as you reach your hands forward, forward, forward. Relax in your pigeon. Try and shift the weight towards the right so you're not leaning too much to the left. We've got 5 breaths here, wherever you are. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. Slow down your breaths here. Breath of 3. Almost there. Breath of 4. Notice how your left glute muscle feels and your right hip flexors. 1 last deep breath here. Okay, if you're all the way down on your forehead or your elbows, come back up. Press down through your palms. Tuck into your back toes. Let's lift the back knee off the mat. Coming into fallen triangle, left leg slides across to the right. Ground your back heel and then circle right hand up and maybe overhead. Open up the chest. Stay here for 3. For 2. For 1, look down. Bring your right palm down. Let's step back into your plank. Stay here. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, last one. Stay here, last 3 breaths. Breath of 1. Breath of 2. And take 1 more deep breath here. Now from here, look forward. We're going to cross our ankles coming to sit. So your right ankle is going to angle towards your left wrist. Left ankle crosses behind the right. Lower your hips. Sit all the way back down onto your mat. Straighten out your legs in front of you. Let's take your seated forward fold here. Flexing into your toes, sitting tall. Hands up, inhale. Exhale, you can bend the knees slightly as you fold forward, holding on to any part of your legs, yeah? Can be your shins. Your hands can relax next to your shins as well. Or you can hold on to your big toes or the outer edges of your feet. Inhale here together, lengthen the spine first. Exhale, fold. Let's stay. 5 deep breaths. Breath of 1, breathing into the spaces that are feeling stretched. Breath of 2. Close your eyes. Breath of 3. See if you can lengthen your breaths a little bit more as we cool down. Breath of 4. And take your last deep breath here. And from here, rounding the spine, coming up to sit. Make sure you're in the middle of your mat. Keep your toes flexed, hands reach forward, round the back. Let's take it down into your shavasana as slow as you can. Feel the core. Keep the heels on the mat. 5. Slow it down. 4. 3. Shaking is normal. 2. 1. Release. Shavasana all the way down. Open up your feet wide, your hands wide. Relax your shoulders. The entire back line of your body is completely relaxed. Close your eyes. Come into your Shavasana. Allow the body to relax. Give yourself at least 1 full minute, especially if you're practicing at home. We tend to skip this portion of your practice. You want to keep this. This is where integration happens between your physical practice and your mental, emotional body. Allow time for the body to absorb the information from the last 30 minutes of your practice. Allow the body to stay for 1 full minute. I'm going to sign off from here. Stay as long as you need to. After 1 minute, if you're ready to end the practice, slowly come out from your practice to sit tall. Otherwise, enjoy a longer Shavasana. Namaste, yogis.